My name is Tara. Standing on the stage of the art gallery, I look at the handcuffed Leo being led away by the police. His mother, Mrs. Harper, sits on the floor, her eyes filled with shock and regret. At this moment, I feel a sense of liberation that I haven't felt for a long time. I remember the day when I found out I was pregnant. I was sitting in my car, my hands trembling on the steering wheel as I stared at the 2 pink lines on the pregnancy test. After 5 years of marriage to Leo and countless disappointments, this was a long-awaited miracle. I imagined the look on Leo's face when he saw the news, his green eyes lighting up with joy. With a gentle smile, I stepped on the gas pedal as the traffic light turned green. The soft afternoon sun shone through the car window, and the romantic ballad on the radio made the world seem perfect. But then, a blinding light flashed in the corner of my eye, and before I could react, there was a deafening crash. The world around me spun out of control. Sounds of metal colliding and glass shattering filled my ears. Amidst the chaos, my only thought was to protect my phone so Leo could see the precious news. When I woke up in the hospital, the harsh, white light stung my eyes. Leo was sitting by my bedside, his head bowed. His blonde hair was messy, his clothes wrinkled, and there were dark circles under his eyes. I tried to call his name weakly, and he looked up. In that brief moment, I saw a flicker of something I couldn't quite name in his eyes, confusion and fear. But then he forced a smile and said I'd worried him. I mustered the strength to ask about the baby. His hand tightened on mine, but there was no comfort in his grip. Imshuri, Terra. The doctors tried everything, he said, his voice trembling for a reason I couldn't understand at that time. Just then Mrs. Harper came in with her signature lavender perfume. She told Leo the doctor wanted to talk to him about reconstructive surgery options. Curiosity got the better of me, so I pretended to be asleep. As the door closed behind them, I could still hear snippets of their conversation. Leo was saying I'd need a lot of surgeries and that he didn't know if he could handle it. Mrs. Harper interrupted him, saying that the important thing was Leo's public image and career, and that everything else could be managed. At that moment, my heart sank. I realized I'd lost not only my baby but also the love and support of my husband. When I returned home, our once cozy suburban house felt like a cold, unfamiliar place. Leo suggested I stay in the living room because climbing stairs wasn't good for my recovery. His tone lacked the warmth it used to have. I felt like an unwanted guest in my own home. A few days later, Mrs. Harper came to visit. She brought home cooked meals and books about post-accident recovery. She started organizing things around the house as if she owned it. She casually mentioned the idea of cosmetic surgery, saying it would help both Leo and me. I knew she was more concerned about Leo's public image than my well-being. I coldly replied that insurance wouldn't cover it and that I wasn't ready. She then said that Leo had been worried and that his career had been affected, and that if I improved my appearance, it would be beneficial for everyone. Her words felt like a knife stabbing at my heart. One night, while scrolling through old photos of Leo and me, a message from an unknown number popped up on my phone. It was Mr. Thompson, the father of the driver who caused the accident. He apologized and asked for a chance to talk. After some hesitation, I agreed. We met at a quiet cafe. Mr. Thompson showed me photos from security cameras. I recognized the driver, Mark, but what shocked me was the woman sitting next to him, Lily, Leo's assistant. Mr. Thompson explained that Lily was Leo's mistress. Leo had found out about their affair and asked Mark to follow Lily and scare her into silence. But Mark was drunk and ended up hitting my car by mistake. Mr. Thompson also offered to help me with reconstructive surgery and create a new identity. I agreed, deciding to become Mia, a new and stronger persona. I packed the essentials and left behind the reminders of my old life. After the surgery, I became Mia, a mysterious new artist. My artworks, filled with pain and betrayal, caught the attention of the art community. At an art exhibition in the city center gallery, I saw Leo and Mrs. Harper standing in front of my painting. They didn't recognize me. I decided it was time to expose the truth. I stepped forward and introduced myself as Mia, the artist. I then started sharing the story behind my paintings. As I showed the evidence that Mr. Thompson had provided, the atmosphere in the room turned tense. Leo tried to deny it, but his voice lacked conviction. And then, the police arrived and arrested him. After the exhibition, I started a new life in a small apartment in the art district. Colton, the gallery owner who believed in my work from the start, became my close companion. He was by my side through my journey of self-discovery, never pressuring me to share my past until I was ready. As time passed, I opened up to Colton about my past as Tara and why I became Mia. He listened quietly, holding my hand, assuring me that the present and future were what mattered. One day, he gently asked if I'd ever thought of going back to my real name. I realized that I didn't have to completely abandon my past to move forward. My spring exhibition was a great success. I painted about new beginnings, sunny mornings, and fields of sunflowers. Standing on the stage at the end of the exhibition, I felt truly free. I've learned that the best way to heal is not through revenge, but by rediscovering myself, worth, and building a happier and stronger life. And as I walk hand in hand with Colton on the cobblestone street, I know that my future will be bright.